When the halyard rope slides down a metal pulley outside a post office, a school, or a courthouse, it initiates a highly synchronized national signal. A flag lowered to half-staff functions as an activated system status, a visual pulse updating in real time across millions of public and government locations. Keeping these disparate locations perfectly aligned requires an exacting, meticulously governed set of rules. By following this shared code, the protocol translates localized individual grief into a coordinated physical display. During the early history of the United States, mourning a tragedy with the flag involved zero coordination. Different government departments operated completely independently, relying on conflicting policies instead of a universal standard. With no established timeframes, a naval base might lower its colors for a week, while a federal building down the street lowered its flag for 3 days. Without a standardized civic algorithm to govern these actions, the expression of profound national grief remained chaotic and disorganized. That chaos ended on March 1, 1954, when President Dwight D. Eisenhower formalized the modern protocols. His proclamation removed the decision-making from individual facility managers, transforming flag lowering into an exclusive executive mechanism. Today, the chain of command is remarkably short. Only 2 offices possess the authority to initiate the signal: the President of the United States and the Governor of a state or territory. Placing this authority behind a strict executive bottleneck prevents arbitrary usage, ensuring the signal remains a rare, unified directive. At the federal level, reactive triggers are defined by specific losses, like the death of a principal U.S. government figure or a foreign dignitary. State-level reactive triggers are localized. A governor can activate the protocol within their borders for a member of the armed forces or a first responder who dies in the line of duty. Those reactive events operate alongside a second category: mandatory, fixed annual observance dates mandated by law. The law requires automatic activation on specific days of remembrance, such as Patriot Day or Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. The system effectively categorizes grief, mapping out an operational distinction between the sudden shock of a tragedy and the scheduled duty of national memory. Memorial Day introduces a unique algorithmic exception into how the flag is physically handled. From sunrise to exactly noon, the data point holds steady at 50. This time-gated mechanic forces the nation to physically transition its posture, moving from mourning the dead to actively honoring their ongoing legacy. Achieving the half-staff position requires a very specific physical sequence. A flag cannot simply be raised halfway up the pole. It must first be hoisted briskly to the absolute peak, and only then ceremoniously lowered to the midpoint. At the end of the day, the entire process is reversed. The flag is raised back to the peak before it is finally brought down. These strict physical mechanics build intentional friction into the protocol, forcing a deliberate moment of reverence. The flag code serves as a precise mechanical set of rules applied to an abstract human condition. The rigid algorithmic nature of executive orders and strict timeframes exists alongside the immeasurable pain of the grief they represent. Yet this massive coordination occurs seamlessly across millions of locations, aligning our public schools, our state capitals, and local town squares. This standardized civic protocol ensures that when the nation is required to mourn, it acts as one unified entity,